Welcome, adventurers, to a Portugal you've never seen. Forget the postcards. This is a journey into the wild heart of the country, where adventure and raw beauty await. Imagine salt spray on your face, the burn in your legs as you climb, the rush of leaping into hidden pools. These aren't just sights, they're experiences that challenge and change you. We're leaving the beaten path behind. This is where the real adventure begins. Are you ready to answer the call? Let's go. Our first stop, Nazaré, where the Atlantic's fury is legendary. This small Portuguese town has become a global icon, drawing thrill seekers and dreamers from every corner of the world. Here, the ocean is not just a backdrop, but a living, breathing force that shapes the very soul of the place. Standing on the cliffs, you feel the ocean's power before you see it. A deep rumble, a sense of anticipation. The salty wind stings your cheeks and the ground seems to vibrate beneath your feet, as if the earth itself is bracing for what's to come. Then, a mountain of water rises, one of the world's biggest surfable waves, born from a deep underwater canyon that funnels the Atlantic's energy into a single, monstrous surge. It's a spectacle that defies belief, a wall of water that seems to touch the sky. Watching surfers face these giants is witnessing the peak of human courage. Each ride is a dance with danger, a moment where skill, instinct and sheer willpower collide. The surfers become tiny figures against the immensity of the sea, yet their determination is larger than life. Even from the lighthouse, the spray and thunder of the waves are electrifying. The air is thick with salt and adrenaline, and every crash against the rocks sends a shiver through the crowd. The community here, surfers, photographers, spectators, shares a collective awe. Strangers become friends, united by the spectacle unfolding before them, all eyes fixed on the horizon, waiting for the next Leviathan to rise. Every ride is a test of skill and nerve, every wipeout, a reminder of nature's dominance. The ocean shows no mercy, and even the bravest are humbled by its power. The scale of it all puts life in perspective. Your worries shrink before such power. Standing here, you realize how small we are, and how magnificent the world can be when left untamed. As the sun sets, the waves keep coming, relentless and eternal. The sky glows gold and crimson, but the ocean never rests, its rhythm echoing through the night. Here you come to feel small, to be inspired by those who dare to face the wild. It's a place where fear and admiration blend, and where the human spirit is tested and transformed. Nazaré isn't just a wave, it's a challenge that changes you, even from the cliffs. The memory of these moments lingers, urging you to seek out your own limits. This is the raw edge of Portugal, where adventure and humility meet. The land and sea collide in a spectacle of beauty and danger, inviting only the boldest to test their mettle. The ocean's roar lingers long after you leave. Its sound becomes a memory, a call to return, echoing in your mind and heart. You realize some places aren't just visited, they're survived. Nazaré leaves a mark, a story you'll tell for years to come. Nazaré leaves you breathless and a little braver. The courage of those who ride the waves becomes a part of you, a reminder that greatness lies just beyond your comfort zone. Onward to the next adventure, carrying with you the awe, the humility, and the inspiration that only a place like Nazaré can give. Next, we ascend to Madeira, the emerald heart of the Atlantic. This island, sculpted by ancient volcanoes and softened by centuries of mist, rises dramatically from the ocean, its peaks shrouded in clouds and mystery. Hiking the ancient levadas is like stepping into another world, misty laurel forests, tunnels carved by hand, and cliffs that drop into cloud-filled valleys. These irrigation channels, built generations ago, snake through the landscape, guiding you deep into Madeira's wild heart. The air is cool, alive with the scent of eucalyptus and earth. Every breath feels like a renewal, as if the forest itself is sharing its ancient secrets with you. Every step demands focus, the path narrows, the drop steepens, and your mind sharpens. The rhythm of your boots on stone becomes a meditation, each footfall grounding you in the present moment. Emerging from a tunnel, you're greeted by jagged peaks piercing the clouds. Pico do Arriero, the roof of the world. Here, the horizon stretches endlessly, and the sky feels close enough to touch. The climb burns your legs, but the view is pure reward, a sea of clouds, silence, and peace. The world below disappears, replaced by a sense of awe and accomplishment that lingers long after you catch your breath. Up here, the world's noise melts away. It's just you and the mountains. The wind whispers through the rocks and time seems to stand still. The descent winds through terraced farms and villages, a testament to human resilience. Generations have carved a life from these steep hillsides, their stone houses clinging to the earth, their gardens bursting with color. By journey's end you're changed, humbled by nature, connected to the land. The mossy trees and ancient stones seem to recognize your passage, as if you've become part of the island's story. Madeira's mountains aren't just a hike, they're a pilgrimage. Each step is a tribute to the explorers and dreamers who came before, and to the wild spirit that still calls people here. You leave a part of yourself in the cloud forest, and take away a new sense of clarity. The memories linger, vivid as the green of the laurel leaves, echoing in your mind long after you've left. This is adventure at its purest. Here you rediscover your limits and perhaps redefine them. The island's wild heart beats in every step. Each journey here is a reminder that nature's beauty is both fragile and fierce. Ready for the next challenge? Madeira's trails are waiting, promising new horizons and unforgettable moments for those willing to climb. Now we trade mountains for the mysteries of the Algarve coast. The Benagil Sea Cave awaits, reachable only by water. Kayaking beneath golden cliffs, you feel the ocean's rhythm and the thrill of discovery. The cave's entrance is a dark archway. Inside, sunlight pours through a natural oculus, illuminating a hidden beach. The acoustics echo every sound, the colors shift with the light, and the atmosphere is pure magic. Stepping onto the sand, you're inside the earth, yet bathed in sunlight, a secret sanctuary. Nature's artistry is on full display: rock, water, sand, and light in perfect harmony. No photo can capture the feeling of being here. Leaving the cave, you look back. The entrance vanishes, guarding its secret. The memory of that sunlit dome stays with you. Benagil isn't just a destination, it's a reward for the adventurous. The Algarve's wonders are just beginning. Let's keep exploring. Now we take to the skies, paragliding over the Algarve's cliffs. Standing on the edge, heart pounding, you run and suddenly you're flying. There's no drop, just a gentle lift and a rush of freedom. The coastline unfolds below, golden cliffs, hidden coves, endless blue ocean. You learn to ride the thermals, circling higher, sometimes joined by eagles. The adrenaline fades into serenity. You're suspended between sky and sea. It's a meditative experience, just you, the wind, and the world in vivid color. Landing is gentle, but your spirit stays aloft. You look back at the cliffs, filled with awe and accomplishment. Paragliding isn't just seeing the Algarve, it's becoming part of it. The sky broadens your perspective, literally and figuratively. You touch the clouds, and the adventure lingers. The Algarve's wild beauty is unforgettable. Ready for the next leap? Let's go inland. We head north to Peneda Gerês National Park, Portugal's wild frontier. Here, canyoning means becoming one with the river wetsuit on, helmet strapped, heart racing. The forest hike builds anticipation, the roar of water growing louder. The first jump into an emerald pool is a shock, cold, exhilarating, unforgettable. You scramble over boulders, slide down natural chutes, and abseil beside waterfalls. Each challenge is a test of nerve and teamwork. Sunlight filters through narrow canyon walls, illuminating mossy rocks and crystal water. The beauty is raw, untouched, a world sculpted by water and time. Canyoning forges camaraderie, strangers become a team, cheering each other on. By day's end you're bonded by adrenaline and achievement. You've conquered the canyon, and it's changed you. Peneda Gerês is a hidden world few ever see. The wild calls, and you answered. The adventure continues, now to the heart of Portugal. Let's rise above it all. Next stop, Alentejo. After the rush, we find serenity in Alentejo's rolling plains. At dawn, a hot air balloon inflates, silent, majestic, ready to rise. Floating upward, the world below transforms. Vineyards, olive groves, whitewashed villages, all bathed in sunrise colors. There's no engine, just the occasional burner's roar and the hush of the wind. The view is panoramic, the pace unhurried, a God's eye perspective. You drift, absorbing every detail, feeling both disconnected and deeply connected. The pilot points out castles and rivers, but the silence is the real gift. Landing is gentle, the journey unforgettable. You step out, light and exhilarated, the sunrise forever imprinted on your memory. Alentejo's peace is powerful, a gentle adventure with lasting impact. Sometimes the quietest journeys are the most profound. The sky has changed you. One final thrill awaits. For our grand finale, we're not just crossing borders, we're crossing time itself, and doing it in the most exhilarating way possible, by zipline. This is no ordinary ride. It's a journey that connects two countries, two cultures, and two very different perspectives, all in a matter of seconds. At the charming Spanish village of Sanlúcar de Guadiana, anticipation builds as you're strapped into your harness. The guides check every buckle and strap, making sure you're secure. Your heart pounds with a mix of nerves and excitement, knowing you're about to do something unforgettable. The launch platform rises high above the shimmering Guadiana River, offering a breathtaking view. On the far bank, Portugal waits, its hills and rooftops glowing in the sunlight, calling you across the water. With a deep breath and a final countdown, you're released. Instantly, you're soaring, flying 720 meters across the border at speeds reaching 80 kilometers per hour. The wind rushes past your face as you leave Spain behind and head for Portugal. Below, the river sparkles in the sun, winding between two countries. Villages and ancient castles blur by, their stories echoing across the water. For a minute, you're suspended in midair, caught between two worlds, feeling the thrill of true freedom. And then, the best twist of all, thanks to the time zone difference, you land in Portugal an hour before you left Spain. It's a playful trick of geography, a real-life leap through time, making you a time traveler for a moment. The adrenaline rush is intense, your senses heightened by the speed and the view. It's a perspective you can't get any other way, seeing two countries from above, feeling the border dissolve beneath you. You touch down on Portuguese soil, buzzing with excitement and pride. You've just flown from one nation to another, and the sense of accomplishment is unforgettable. Later, as you take the slow ferry ride back across the river, the experience feels almost surreal. You gaze up at the cable stretching overhead, hardly believing you just zipped across an international border. This is human ingenuity at its most playful and creative, turning a border into an adventure and a river into a runway for dreams. It's the perfect high-energy finale to our journey, one that leaves you grinning, breathless, and ready for more. Portugal's wild heart still has one last surprise, reminding you that adventure is always just around the corner, waiting to be discovered. You've crossed borders, bent the rules of time, and finished your adventure on a true high, both literally and figuratively. The world is full of new ways to explore, each one more surprising and inspiring than the last. So, what will you try next? The adventure is out there, waiting for you to take the leap. From Nazar's waves to flying across time, we've journeyed through Portugal's wild heart. These adventures remind us the world's wonders await those who dare. Your adventure is just beginning. Let this be your spark. Subscribe, join our community, and never miss the next journey. Stay curious, stay brave, and keep exploring. Your adventure awaits.